Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to my channel where I cover all things entertainment. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. Welcome back for another Shudder-day review. Yep, I'm still trying to make it happen. It's my fetch. On Saturdays, I like to take a look at my favorite streaming service, Shudder, and find a good horror recommendation for you guys. I hope you're in the mood for some creepy Asian horror because I got a ghost story for you. Warning: Do Not Play follows Mi Jung, an aspiring filmmaker who begins hunting down a movie believed to be made by a ghost. We've seen movies about cursed movies or long forgotten movies and things like The Hills Run Red or Antrum. I don't know why Antrum was a thing. How did that movie get so much attention? I did not care for Antrum. But it's interesting to me how we gravitate towards these movies that are about movies, especially in the horror community when the source of the horror comes from watching a movie. What could be scarier? And while we have seen this idea before, personally, I think Warning Do Not Play does the best job of playing out this story within this space. This movie has a lot in common with movies like The Ring or Ringu and the many knockoffs of both, but it doesn't feel as played out as a lot of those horrible mid-2000s J-horror remakes. I always like a down-to-earth investigation where you have a character who isn't actually a detective, but they're finding the clues and putting the puzzle together. It makes me feel like I can solve every true crime case ever. But I really liked the way that the character Mi Jung uses her phone in this movie, because phones are a pretty damn good resource we have, and I like the way that it was used to capture information and things. The way that it was used throughout the movie felt very realistic, and it's something I wanted to see out of more of these types of movies. Mi Jung is an interesting character to follow at first. They subtly lay out how she has these mental health problems from her past and her connection to film to help understand her struggle. Her motivation, however, not so good. In the beginning, Mi Jung is tasked with putting a script together to turn into a producer within 2 weeks. She's got 2 weeks time to write a script, so she begins hunting down a movie believed to be made by a ghost. They do solidly explore how she becomes obsessed, but at one point you're just like, oh, girl, you're reaching your deadline, you haven't found the buried treasure, and you need to turn something in. Maybe you should have been writing this entire time. When you look at her goal, you're just like, what, are you just trying to copy a haunted movie because you can't come up with anything? Like, that's not really a strong motivation to get really connected with a character. It's like, if you can't manage to write a screenplay, maybe you shouldn't be selling screenplays. I do like a story where you have a character who becomes so obsessed with something, they can't let it go, and they're so far down the rabbit hole, they can't get out. However, I didn't really understand or care for why Mi Jung enters that rabbit hole to begin with. This movie does have some kills though, which I was surprised by because I don't expect that at a lot of ghost movies, but this does have enough gore to keep all of us satiated, but there isn't too much to turn off the supernatural fans. And even if you are sick of the creepy ghost ladies with the long black hair, this is not your typical psycho ghost bitch. Nope, she means business. The scares are eventually effective, but they do take a little too long to get into. They try to keep things thrilling with different little things in the beginning, but by the time the spooky stuff started happening, I was like, shouldn't we have had a little bit more of that? And the ending just overall just did not work for me. It felt like they didn't know how to wrap it up, so they went for one of the most standard cliches, and that's just unforgivable to me. While I am laying out all of my problems with the movie, because hello, that's what I do have to say that I thought that this movie was so well shot and well directed and well acted, because even though I wasn't fully involved with the characters, I definitely got what they were all doing, and I really enjoyed being taken on a journey in a movie, especially a sort of investigation journey like this. This was an easy one where I feel like even with the sound off, I would have just been sucked right into the screen and pulled along. Warning: Do Not Play might sound like it's begging you to skip this one, but trust me, this is one of the most well-made horror films of 2020, and it's the perfect example of why we need more Shudder originals. I'm gonna give Warning: Do Not Play a 4 out of 5. I thought this was very well executed, very effective, and very entertaining. But what did you guys think of Warning: Do Not Play? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what different horror-minded opinions think of this one. I'm not the biggest Supernatural fan, but this still did a lot of stuff that I like, so I'm hoping other people are into it. But let me know what you're watching on Shudder, what are your favorite Shudder picks, and what would you like to see me cover in a Shudder review? They have this new anthology on there called Scare Package, which I tried to watch because I thought, hey, I'll get that out really quick since it's new, but it was near unwatchable. I just couldn't. So, I mean, if you really want me to watch it so you don't have to, I will volunteer as tribute, but I'd rather not. Let's just not. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it as always. Hit the comments below to let me know what you thought. Like this video, share it with your friends, because I gotta beat that YouTube algorithm. It's a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? That is it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.